Hello, welcome back to Isla Glades. Thanks for joining me as always. It's always a pleasure to have you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day or night or morning, depending on, of course, when you watch this. So I think in this episode, we're going to go ahead and kind of develop this area here. I want to put the harbor in here because that's where you can see the cargo ship coming down the river. That's where the sea lane is, and that way we can kind of increase our tourism, bring some more folks in here to spend some money in our city. As well as maybe put some commercial down here. I'm kind of thinking something a little similar to this kind of theme, and maybe kind of continue that theme throughout this area here. Well, I'll go ahead and bring it back after we got the road structure laid out, so you can kind of see that. Much just like the, I like to do this much like the last neighborhood that we did, where you kind of get like a little piece, see the plan, and then kind of little piece tidbits here and there. Well, I'll see you back here shortly. Hey, welcome back. So, as you can see, got some road structure in, got the key in, and we got the main road connected way down here on the turbine interchange. And kind of started work on some of these buildings here. Just getting some unique stuff. And it's coming along pretty nice. I think what I would like to do next is actually maybe pull these roads out and build like a little marina right in here. Might end up blowing this key up, pulling that out in here, and then doing some more road structure here. As you can see, I do have some services in here. I'm probably end up moving those and maybe do some more detail work in this area here. So I'll go ahead and get started and knock that stuff out, then I'll go ahead and bring it back. I went ahead and did a little bit of road layouts here, and as you can see, I started zoning some. I think in this area I want to do something with like some of these IT buildings down here. They're like in the back here, like these guys. So I'm just kind of coming up with a plan to see how I want to lay that out and create that. But I think it's going to look pretty good when I'm done. So I went ahead and did some zoning in here. A little minor detailing with the bridge. Changed some of the road type to some of the newer content stuff. Got this unique building in here, as well as currently working on this building, still kind of coming up. Went ahead and built like a little marina area. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe we'll put some shops and stuff over here. And still have a little bit to do in this area. So I think what we'll do today during this stream is maybe either detail this area or finish up another area. But I'll go ahead and bring it back after maybe we kind of put this piece in. See you then. Well, I think this area is pretty much done. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Let's go ahead and take a quick little tour of what was done here, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this video up. So, like I said before, we went ahead and got some of those like IT buildings, the software center type stuff, research labs, all those kind of buildings, and kind of put them in here, blended them up with the IT cluster type buildings, and just kept the IT cluster buildings kind of under control by selectively picking buildings that weren't like super tall. Like I said, I like how it came out. Pretty happy with it. This looks real nice. I really like this building here. This probably purple with the fountain and everything. It looks a good looking building. These buildings kind of pair up with each other real well. Let's see. There's a couple other buildings that you could, like this building here, where you can kind of like get like it's like I think that might be like a 2x4. You can pair it up with like it might be a 1x4. Kind of get yourself like a nice, almost like a nice little unique building, very much like the kind of modern city that we have down there. You start like building structures out of these things. And same thing here. You get the, I think that's like a 2x4 or I think it is a 2x4, and you get the it might be a 1x2, and you can kind of like build like little buildings like that. And you can imagine just you create like a nice little row of those, and they come out real nice. But yeah, like I like it. Like I said, I like the look. I like the look from this angle too. It looks pretty good, especially with the little plaza. You can kind of see through to that main building there. That kind of our centerpiece building from the highway. Let's see what else we do down here. This decoration, I really like how kind of like the waterways look in. I like this like bumpy textured look where these ferries are kind of navigating through it. Our little harbor area is looking good. I should say our little ferry pier. I like this idea here with like the jetty. And where I live, there's like beach towns and like they have jetties on the beaches. You know, we'll say every like so many blocks to try and help reduce the erosion of the beach. You know, because it's one of their main tourist drivers is the beach. So I thought, hey, why not like break up the water with a jetty like this to help protect the harbor a little bit? And I might expand it. I might do some more in other parts of the city because I like how it looks. I like the look of it, especially when you zoom out. You can kind of see a nice little stone structure there. The harbor itself is doing really well. Our metro's doing well. Our parking lot kind of came out pretty nice. So we got like some parking down here. Although no one's using it, but it's there in case they want to. Let's see what else. This like high density commercial area looks good. And we got a lot of biking in here, and they're using the biking. So I'm really happy with the biking here. So the biking kind of runs all the way down into this area here. So you can bike, because these are like unique buildings. So they do get some foot traffic. Got some little like statues from, I think, the campus DLC in here. With just some patterns of like some hedges and stuff. Just, try to have a little fun with it. Get something a little unique. Have the hedges themselves be kind of like a little bordering area. Kind of same thing over here. We got that kind of same idea with this other like statue and like some flower beds and stuff, right? And hopefully people could come like maybe while they're working, for lunch, they could come sit down in here, get something to eat by the fountain or whatever, or take a walk, look at the flowers for a minute, eat your PB&J, eat your grilled cheese sandwich. And you kind of get outside for a little bit while you're working all day, trying to make computer chips. I said the biking kind of goes all the way through here, and it goes, it hooks up with the metro. So folks are kind of like getting off the metro, and they're biking up. You can see a couple of folks here, and they're going once again to like the IT area where those unique buildings are, as well as they're coming down here, and we got like ourselves a nice like little bike path that's bringing folks down into here, and this is like kind of like our. I think it's the tourism. It's the area with the hotels and stuff. And we got a nice unique building in here. Just to give some little bit of height. Some clubs, that kind of stuff in here. And I really like how like this unique, kind of like this, the modern city building here kind of looks when you come from like the highway over here. I can just imagine you're driving along. It's kind of like almost like hidden behind this hill here with these trees. And then all of a sudden, you got like this little sunken down spot, and like, oh shoot, there it is right there, and it kind of pops out at you. So I like the terraining there, and they kind of like the trees and stuff. And of course we have like a nice kind of like plaza-y area in here in front of it, like in between these buildings and these other modern city buildings here, which looks nice. In our statue, that might be the statue of shopping. I'm not sure what we picked here. Statue of Wealth. Okay. Statue of Wealth, some flower beds, this stuff. It just kind of brings some some color to the area, some uniqueness to the area. We got a nice little like spot up here where like people can go up here and hang out and kind of look out and look over the city. No, we're not charging anybody for this. It's just an area, maybe a secluded area. You could take a special somebody, take a look out on the lookout, hang out in the gazebo. You kind of get the picture. And then in here we got the little marina. I think I want to do a bigger one in the city. I kind of marked out a place down towards like the downtown area. I kind of like looking at the city from this profile. You see downtown pretty nice down from here. But I think it came out pretty nice. Ooh. And yeah, I like it a lot. As you can see here, they're using the key. I mean, I really like it when they're using the key. It just looks really good. They're getting a little wet here. They're taking a little bit of a shower, but that's okay. It's a free shower, free like public bathing, I guess. And I just we added some paths here so they can get to like the marina and like the boats and the different what's that, the fishing cafe or whatever it's called. There's some fishing piers and stuff in here. And I kind of did that with the harbor over here, right? So people can kind of like easily get off the harbor. They could get on the metro and kind of head into town, all the way down into there, or maybe they bike. They can take the biking if they want to go up this way to like that main big building over there, or they can walk along the water, have a nice waterfront walk, and go to these buildings here, go to the shops up here, go rent a boat, take a boat out, go do a little fishing, take a kid out on the boat, then do some skiing, water skiing, all that kind of fun stuff. So like I said, I really like it. Let's take another look at it. Looks good with the ferries kind of coming in, weaving in and out, like I said, under these little land masses. Looks really nice. Well, I'm really happy with how the build came out. It really looks like a nice area that I'd want to go visit. Of course, if you like it, leave a like on the video. Hopefully, this inspires you to build something like this in your city. And then maybe you have. Of course, leave a comment down below, a little link, and we'll check it out. Of course, this is New Build Cities. Thanks for joining. Subscribe if you like the content. I wish you the best in whatever you do after this. And as always, happy building.